What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of the EE podcast. How we doing today, bro?
We're doing as usual, as always, fine, of course. Thank to God. Alhamdulillah.
Indeed. Today we're here again with Ermo, my G.
What's up, my man?
What's up, bro?
You're here with Ermo, and today it's gonna be a great podcast. I can feel that. I don't know why. I have this sense inside of me, so let's see what we have to say.
The topic today will be, you probably didn't guess it, movies, series, cartoons, and animes. So pretty much we're gonna be discussing those topics.
So to all you movie lovers or film lovers, click the like button.
And if
Don't
you-
be shy.
Yeah.
Don't be shy.
Yeah, and if you actually guess the topic, comment, man. You're impressive.
And
You're
subscribe,
rare. Yeah, and subscribe.
Never mind.
Da, super, right?
Did I actually hit my mic again? Because I'm always starting first with the talking. Today, the pleasure will be all his. So, let's see what you have to say about movies. What's your favorite movie, etc., etc.
Yeah, man, thank you for that. Listen, man, all of my life I have been watching a lot of movies, a lot of series, a lot of cartoons, and a lot of animes. I've been working hard, but you know, when you reap the rewards of life and you're actually good in life, you sometimes want to chill down, settle down, put on some Netflix, chill, potentially, with a beautiful woman. Why not? Sometimes alone. Depends. So, actually, I want to start off one of the episodes, I believe. I mentioned Oppenheimer, actually. That sticks out.
The one that you watched in Albania, right?
Yeah, man. Good listening skills. Pro podcasters over here.
Of
Ermo
course.
and Don Dini out here. And yeah, Oppenheimer was an amazing biopic, man. Like Christopher Nolan, I believe, is the director. An amazing director who has directed films for Leonardo Di Caprio as well. The character was amazingly acted out by... What was the actor's name, bro? I can't believe I forgot it.
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy. I forgot my dog, Cillian Cillian Murphy. And yeah, Cillian is an amazing actor, bro. I first watched him in one of the Batman movies. I believe it was Batman Begins, and he was acting as Penguin. It was a lesser role, but this time he was the main guy, and he did a phenomenal job portraying Dr. Robert J. Oppenheimer, the creator of the atomic bomb. And it was phenomenal. Actually, a fun fact, when we went to the theater, we went with my first cousin. And his birthday should have been at midnight. And I told him, like, when the atomic bomb actually explodes mid-movie, it's gonna be our birthday. It was like 4 minutes off. It was midnight and 4 minutes. But it was cool. We actually, we were like, whoa, it actually happened. Like, it was just, like, midnight, 4 minutes past midnight.
You could have done to your cousin... from the Avengers movie when the Thanos snaps.
Yeah. Also, you mentioning Thanos, I actually want to put Avengers Endgame up there as well. That was an amazing movie. I gotta say, I didn't watch any of the Avengers movies beforehand, but a guy on YouTube has a 22-minute recap of like 20 movies, like Black Panther, X-Men, Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3. Shout out to that guy, man. It took me 20 minutes to like cut off 2 weeks of watch time and understand Avengers Endgame. That was an amazing movie. The ending was a bit emotional. By the way, we might say spoilers in this podcast, so yeah, spoiler alert, Iron Man dies. I actually knew that before the movie, which sucked because I was trolling a lot of people. I was telling them, yo, Iron Man dies, and then I eventually trolled myself because of it. So yeah, Oppenheimer was a great movie, as I said. Avengers Endgame. Those two stick out, and I can continue talking on and on, but what are you gonna say about this topic, man?
Well, I wanted to say, before a couple of weeks, I think, I rewatched one of the best movies that was ever made. It's from the same creator that scripted Oppenheimer.
Christopher Nolan?
Yep, it's Interstellar.
Oh,
A movie
that's...
definitely
wow.
like you can watch it
Yeah.
10, 20 times.
For sure.
It will be interesting. Definitely, like, I don't know why, because personally, I like things about space, you know, like the stars, the atmosphere, everything.
The planets.
When I was kid, I wanted to be an astronaut, and everyone was, you know, when we were in school, and what you want to be.
It's never too late, bro. The podcast
Definitely.
will be waiting for you still, man.
If you know a guy who knows a guy who owns some rocket, so I can fly outside of this planet, you can.
Elon Musk.
You know my Instagram. Just text me there. We will
Yes.
talk
Yeah, you can add
further
in the
from there.
description.
But definitely, as I was saying, as a kid, I want to be an astronaut.
Yeah.
And now I'm 22 years old, and I still want to be an astronaut. And maybe that's why I kind of love differently that movie, Interstellar. I don't know what to say. If you haven't watched it, definitely you need to do it. But I think everyone watched it because it's like 2014 Oscar.
Yeah, I think he's an Oscar
I don't
winner.
know the
I don't know
year. The year.
No,
he has an Oscar. I
he
mean,
has
I'm
an
sure.
Oscar. I've seen the speech and the reward.
Yeah,
where he
but
says,
I don't know
"Alright,
just
alright,
the year.
alright."
The year I don't remember. Never mind. Let's say 2000.
I know it was released 2014, Interstellar. I don't know if he won the Oscar for that movie, but I know he has an Oscar. We can check. We have internet we pay for on a monthly basis. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you to you guys.
Well,
Does
no.
Interstellar have an Oscar? Let's see what Google has to say. So where can we check it?
It has for best visual effects, but not for actors. So just type Matthew McConaughey Oscar. He probably won it for something else. No, bro, he doesn't.
It is what it is. The movie is so good. You should check it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I actually, good stuff mentioning that movie, bro. The first time I watched it was this year. I think it's the best movie of all time. I haven't watched all movies, and I'm not maybe an avid movie watcher, but that's my hot take of the day, I guess. Interstellar is the best movie of all time.
Oh, I can agree. Like,
I never wanted to be an astronaut. I don't want to be an astronaut. I think I factually can't be because once you're like above like meter 92, they can't make the suits so you can like survive. Somebody fact check that, but I have read it somewhere, like on 8fact or somewhere.
I hope you haven't written forums or something.
Yeah, I don't really care even if it's true or not, but it's just the best movie of all time, bro. The way everything is connected, the way he sees his daughter as a baby, then she works in the laboratory to save humankind, and then at the end when she's older than him, it's insane, bro.
When he actually arrived, his daughter actually is like 100 and I don't know
or 90
the
something.
years.
She's on her deathbed.
He was 100. Yeah, she is actually laying on her deathbed and he arrived young.
Yeah, the daughter actually told him no father should see his daughter die, and
that
told
was
him
the
to go
sentence before the end. Okay, enough for spoilers.
No, man,
You
I
gotta
like
check
Interstellar. Let's keep talking, bro. This is the
No,
Interstellar.
but actually, if
episode.
someone want to watch it,
Bro, they can skip the Interstellar part. We're gonna talk about movies today. We have to.
definitely.
For sure.
If you wanna watch that movie, skip this part.
Or any movie, guys. We're just gonna be talking about movies and animes and cartoons and everything else we've watched. So we're gonna discuss certain parts we remember.
I kinda remember pretty much everything because, as I said, I watched it like a couple of weeks ago, so it's still in my memory.
Yeah. An amazing thing about it was when he went into the fourth dimension, it was insane. I thought he was about to die, and it was gonna be a sad ending. And that's why I like Christopher Nolan as a director. That was insane. Usually I know in films when somebody's gonna die or fake die or, they're gonna be alive, But he actually made it as if he was gonna die. Like, there was no way. They went to the first planet. They almost died, like, with the ocean and everything, right? The second planet, what was the actor's name? Matt Damon. Matt Damon pretended, like, the planet is good. It's just icy a bit, It has snow.
Yeah.
But then they went in the glaciers, and Matthew McConaughey almost died. He barely survived because of team communications.
And actually, the ending was sad. I must say that.
Yeah.
The ending was when the lady, I forgot her name. I just say that I know pretty much everything of the movie and now I forgot her name. Never mind.
Yeah, we're just doing this
But
off the
when the
top. We're not
lady-
like studying the movies.
To be honest, like I haven't watched that movie for years and I kind of forgot what
Yeah.
happened.
Understand.
And when I was watching, like when the lady is all alone in a new planet and she's completely alone, and I was like, oh, it has to be something interesting right now. And then the movie ends. And it was kind of, I kind of felt that movie. Like
You mean at the end when Matthew McConaughey is supposed to meet her, where she's alone in the new planet?
she's alone in the new planet when
Yeah.
he returned because when the rocket exploded.
Yes.
You know, the beef from the guy before,
Yeah.
and then the rocket exploded, and the girl ended up in the new planet actually.
Yeah.
And then the movie finished right there, like the last scene from the
It's
movie
only-
is when the woman, it's kind of what I'm gonna do right now in this planet.
It's sad because she thinks Matthew is dead and everyone else is dead, but
She doesn't know what's happening.
It's
That's
sad
the
in the
saddest
moment,
part
yeah.
because she doesn't know nothing.
Yeah.
And she thinks like she's all alone in a new planet.
Yeah, it's also
That's
sad-
kind of sad part.
it's also said that everyone actually did die. Like, everyone from her time is dead. Only Matthew is alive. Her father
Actually,
died. And her father...
even if he came back to the earth, like he wouldn't know literally no one. And when she tells them that she has like 100 years or something, like no one would believe her because she's still young, pretty, you know.
But even if they do go back to Earth, Matthew needed to send the formula to his daughter. And he traveled via the fourth dimension to send it back when he was like yelling, "No, no, come
From
back,
there.
you idiot," because he lost all of his life with his daughter to save
Yeah.
humanity.
And actually, before he wants to go,
Yeah.
like his daughter is telling him, "Stay. I have some signals that telling me you to stay."
Yeah.
And he go, and then he's sending those signals to him.
Yeah.
like
he-
the
he's
movie,
sending
the
messages
movie is
to himself.
definitely something else.
and
Like,
it's a crazy mind bender because you understand this two
If you-
hours and 40 minutes in. You're not aware who sends the message. And they're like in front of their time, man. I'm getting like shivers just
Yeah.
talking about this, man.
definitely.
It's such a mind-bending, mind-twisting movie. It's a must-watch, and also like
It's a
the,
must-watch.
the scientist's father who calls him over at NASA because he was like a driver for NASA before that.
Yeah.
He thought humanity had no way to save themselves because he was a elite physicist, and he thought there was no way to understand it unless they went to the fourth dimension and somehow through the black hole understood how they can do it. And he needed to send someone but didn't know how. And by some miracle, Matthew did it, and that's how they did it actually. She was so mad, like Matthew's daughter, on the deathbed of the other girl's father, because he told her, like, yeah, all of you are gonna
When
die.
was the last time you watched that movie?
I don't know, it was this year,
You,
but
you
a
kind
lot
of
of
remember.
months
You
ago.
kind of remember pretty much everything. So
I have a really good memory, man. I have a really good memory.
of course, you gotta have it. Like you are Don Dini, right?
Yeah, I am Don Dini, by the way. Anyway, like, I think those are my thoughts about the Interstellar movie. I don't know if you want to wrap up about it or add something.
No, I just want to say something else right now.
Yeah.
You know the debate about Oppenheimer and Barbie. Like, if you wanna watch Oppenheimer, you pretty much need to understand physics, chemistry, this or that,
Yeah.
everything, you know. And to watch Barbie, you need to have a girlfriend. So it's kind of easier to watch Oppenheimer. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I think a lot of the audience will feel you, but not me, dog.
But
If you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a girl ain't one. Like what?
that's it. That's it.
If you're having girl problems, just fix them, dude. Anyway, me personally, obviously, I haven't watched Barbie. Not because of the girlfriend thing. Like, there's a lot of places you can take women to. I just wouldn't want to watch Barbie, personally. I just went to Oppenheimer and Barbie was on the other side. And I was like, nah, dog. We're watching Oppenheimer.
But you was with your first cousin, right?
It was with
Of
a
course.
few cousins. We had
If you were with your girlfriend,
we had also a female cousin and my sister, but
they're cousin. They don't count.
yeah, but they wanted to watch Barbie. I don't think they cared that much about Oppenheimer. They just went because we went and nachos and Cineplex night. It was amazing, you know.
Actually, if you're a girl who still hasn't watched Barbie, DM me. We gotta do something about it. Never mind.
Don't DM me because my roster is kind of full right now. I have no available space for y'all, but DM Ermo.
Okay, his DMs is full, and mine maybe are too, maybe not. But never mind. If you're a pretty girl, we can work out something. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's that they're full. I don't even allow DMs from people I don't follow, so I don't think they have a way of contacting me. Unless,
Actually, I think I've done the same.
yeah.
So probably if someone tried to text me, I wouldn't even see it. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Try me.
Whoever I'm meant to attract in life, I'm just gonna attract him regardless. I don't need that. Anyway, yeah, I'm not opposed to watching Barbie. I don't know even the exact context of the movie. Honestly,
I don't know nothing, literally. I just know one thing from the movie. Hi, Barbie.
I don't even
That's
know
it.
that. Bro. I don't even.
It was a meme, like I saw it like
That
couple
was a
days
sus
ago.
moment, sus Ermo moments compilation.
Ja ne reklamirat ću brandoj.
Ja nemam bre, co?
Pay me ako se kaže reklama na
A moj se čenujete? Nema bre?
Se pozvi na shape of...
Okej. A ispije, zašto ja možda vake se kada počne, znaš? Me svađaš? Dajme kaj, imam refresh. Nemoj da umit! Dobar si!
Ća flexam me svoboda, čoveče.
Kao ja! Imaš ti ga? Mama mi ga?
Oh shit, man.
Anyway, another movie I really liked watching is Interstellar with Leonardo. No,
No way. Did you say that?
I might leave that in. I'll leave that in. It's a funny moment. We just talk about Interstellar and Matthew.
Is this some deluxe edition?
Yes, it just came out yesterday, bro.
No way.
Another movie I really liked watching is Inception with Leonardo Di Caprio, directed by Christopher Nolan. I messed it up because it's everything is pretty much the same except Interstellar part. So yeah, it was a brain fart as they call it. Anyway, it's such an amazing movie. Have you watched it?
No.
Okay. They basically go,
I know the movie, like I kinda know what's
Yeah, it's pretty
happening,
famous.
but I haven't watched like the whole movie.
So Leonardo DiCaprio and his like goons, his guys that are with him, can go inside of a person's dream. So like this guy that's with the Yakuza or maybe one of the gangs which are Asian, you know? I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. But it's in the movie, dog. So it's in the movie.
No offense.
Yes, so they went in this guy's dream. So he is not aware. He actually thinks they're telling him how to defend themselves against these types of dreams, where they're manipulating him and doing it to him. And you know how he found out? He fell to the carpet down, like that carpet you have down there. Y'all can see because that's exclusive content. You gotta pay for
Pay
Ermo's
for
carpet.
watch.
Yeah.
It's pay for watch.
Yeah. That's exclusive content right there. Ermo's carpet. $99 per month if you want it. And the evil guy basically fell on the carpet. And he was like, this isn't the material my carpet's made out of. And they woke up from the dream. And basically, these guys team up in the future because DiCaprio... Again, spoiler alerts. These are all going to be spoilers because we have to talk about this topic, you know. They team up because DiCaprio needs to go back to his children. And DiCaprio accepts because he really wants to see his children and he can finally step on United States soil, you know.
Yep.
And they have, in order to trick the nemesis of this guy so he won't make a monopoly out of his business venture, so he goes out of business, they need to trick this guy that his father doesn't actually like him, and not necessarily not like him, but he doesn't want the business to go on. They want to spread and not create a monopoly. And these dudes go inside of a dream, inside of a dream, inside of a dream. That's why it's called Inception. And it's pretty crazy. They find like this young architect girl in college, like a freshman, who knows how to build it. And DiCaprio keeps on having these vivid dreams about where he's going in an elevator with his wife. You know why? Because him and his wife lived an entire life in the dream state. And the reason he knows why he can actually influence people in real life via the dreams is because he influenced his wife to get out of the dreams in order to save his children. But she actually killed herself in real life thinking they're in a dream. So the only way, yeah, that's why it's called
kind of
Inception.
hard to understand.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's crazy. Like, you're like, whoa, man.
What's happening?
Yeah. And she's actually dead in real life, and the only way he can access her is via his memories in the dream state. So they struggle with that a lot. And the ending, actually, I'm not gonna spoil it. However, y'all gotta watch that movie, man. It's so
I think
amazing.
I'm gonna watch it right now.
It's so amazing. The director, bro, Christopher Nolan. I don't know.
Okay,
what
this
type of
podcast right now needs to end. I need to watch that movie.
No, we gotta.
No, actually, as the things I heard, like, it's kind of... Personally, I like that type of movies when you need to watch it to understand it. Because there are actually some movies, like, you can watch without focus and still you will understand what's happening. But that movie is probably not one of them. So that's why I will definitely put this in my
Must watch.
watching list.
Yeah.
I don't know when exactly because I'm kind of busy these days, but very soon.
Yeah, it's not like I went, yo, I gotta watch DiCaprio. I was like,
No.
oh, Inception, cool film. Let's watch it, man. Yeah, it was just,
It's just cool.
it was just a chill
And
Wednesday
actually,
evening.
and now I'm gonna say something. I've never watched Titanic.
Same.
No way.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only one in this world.
I've seen it a lot on YouTube,
Yeah,
Instagram, but the movie, no.
And I really want to watch it. And if you're a girl and you want to watch Titanic, just DM.
DM my guy.
I tried to do this for every movie. Like, do you think it will work?
As I
Why I keep hitting my mic, bro?
I don't know, man. It's been your theme, bro. It's been your theme.
Definitely. So as I said, I thought I was the only one who hasn't watched Titanic. And actually, if you haven't watched Titanic, just let us know in the comment. I want to see how much of us are left in this planet. Like,
It might
we
be
are
just
two
us
right
two.
now. We are
Yeah.
two right now. I think...
I know
We
the
will be
ending,
the
though.
only one.
It's like, he's...
Oh!
No, I don't
That's
think
it.
that's the ending. That's like the middle part where they're happy. I think at the end, like, Titanic crashes, right?
Oh, it has to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You were like, oh,
Like,
you were like...
I just know that part.
Yeah, but that's... I don't think so. I don't know. Might be, but I think the ending is like where his name is Jack, DiCaprio name is Jack, and hers is Rose, I think. And like she's on the little part of the raft, and she's like, you can get in, and he was like, I can't get in. And there's like this whole debate on forums and Reddit. They're saying Jack could have been on it, but she didn't take him.
I don't know.
I don't know either, man. Comment down below. Was there space
Just
for...
let us know. Is it worth watching? Just drop us your honest opinion on
I
that.
think it is worth watching. Everyone else has watched it.
Yeah, but I mean...
I haven't watched
I
it, but
mean, like,
even I think-
is
yeah.
it... How should be watched? Just tell us that one in the comment. Like,
What do you mean
should
how?
you watch... Now I'm gonna explain it. Should you watch it with your best friend? Should you watch it with normal friend? Alone? With someone special? Like, what type of movie?
No, you mean like the ambience.
Thank you very much.
Okay. It depends on you, bro. Me personally, I like...
Bro,
I like...
I would never watch two guys alone in that movie. I don't know, that's my opinion. I would never.
Yeah, I don't know. I usually personally like... When I want to focus on movies and actually understand them, like Interstellar, you said like, oh, you're Don Dini, you have a great memory. That's part of it, but you actually gotta focus on the movie, you know? I notice a lot of people don't really watch movies. They just sit there to pass their time, like they're on TikTok, and they're like, oh, the movie passed. And I'm like, do you remember that scene? They were like...
No.
And I'm saying like 2 hours after the movie. And I was like, you didn't watch, bro. You just sat there to pass
You
time.
just waste your time.
Yeah,
And
that's
don't
what
do that.
And recently I've just been loving to watch movies in solitude, alone, you know? Just because you're alone doesn't mean you're lonely. They're two different things.
Definitely.
You can be in a group of people and be lonely, and you can be alone in solitude and not be lonely. You can be like very at peace and in your own energy.
It's everything in your mind.
Yeah, it's really, really a mindset, bro. It really is.
Right now, I'm gonna hop on something else. The movies that I actually watched a lot as a kid. It's all the movies from Bruce Lee. And Jackie Chan, of course. They are actually like the best movies ever made. Today movies, like, they have everything, like they spend 200 millions on a movie.
Yeah.
But when you watch Bruce Lee, I don't know, there's nothing too expensive in this movie, but the story is just so good. Like when you see Bruce Lee fighting like 7 people and beating them, it kind of boosts your testosterone level. Like you feel more powerful.
Yeah.
That's why I think watching movies actually has a very big impact on your brain. If you always watch sad movies or something, you will be definitely like this. You will be sad, actually. But if you start watching Rambo, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, trust me, you will feel more powerful. That's something that you need to experience. Like, it cannot be uttered with words.
Yeah. Honestly, I personally don't think I've watched like a full Bruce Lee movie, but
You
I
should.
know like yeah, I definitely should, man. I really like Bruce Lee because I'm very into whoever knows me. I'm very into UFC. I'm very into MMA, and he was one of the pioneers of mixed martial arts. He actually invented a mixed martial art called Jeet Kune Do. You know, with the shoe when he goes what? When he does that, he invented that stuff, bro. He like goes what? Yeah, it
And
went
bro
to the-
invent.
yeah. However, I also like that scene. You've probably seen it since you're a Bruce Lee fan. I've seen it on like YouTube
I've
shorts.
seen almost everything. Of
You know
Bruce Lee.
when he fights like all the goons, like he does all the time, and then he goes to a door and the door closes. Then he goes to the other door and it closes. And he just sits down and basically goes into like a meditative flow state. Like
he just
he doesn't do
cross his
anything.
legs.
Yes.
He's like this and just breathing.
Yeah, that is just so powerful, man. That's a powerful moment for everyone who can actually grasp it. That's why he says, be like water. He adapts to the moment just like water. If you put water in a cup, it becomes the cup. If you put it here, it becomes this. You know? So, Bruce Lee basically in that moment realized he had no power to do anything. He couldn't break the doors, he had no weapons. There wasn't anything intelligent or smart to do to make progress, but to just wait it out. And that's such a powerful scene, in my opinion. I also seen Bruce Lee destroy Chuck Norris, I think, right? And there is,
Definitely. Yeah,
especially in the
I was
ball-
about to say about this scene. Like,
Yeah,
if you don't have a time to watch the whole movie, you should see that scene. The fight between two of them is definitely something special.
I was actually very surprised, I think, because I was like on the Facebook page of Bruce Lee. Fun fact, one of my friends, shout out Jeko6 if he's watching, he commented Big Boss on every Bruce Lee Facebook
Shout out
post.
to you, man.
And Bruce Lee's official page liked every single one of his comments, and he was telling me about
No
it.
way.
Yeah. Like the official
No
page.
way.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy.
That's a crazy fun fact.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, and I was very surprised that he beat Chuck Norris because in the Balkans there is all these jokes that Chuck Norris is like this unbeatable character, that he did all of the push-ups in existence, that when he left his home he told his father that
Actually,
he's
I
the
don't
man
know.
of the house.
I don't know if you know the story about Chuck Norris. Like,
I'm not sure, I just know the jokes and that
He
he's
was-
a great actor.
he was at the zoo, I think, and he saw a tiger over there. And he go like pet him, and the tiger like goes, "Arr." It's kind of getting angry, you know. And then the, I don't know the name of them, like the security or whatever you call them,
Yeah.
like tell him get up slowly and leave. And so the tiger did, like, so the tiger like doesn't stand a chance with him, you know.
Yeah, when I was telling my jokes earlier and you were like a bit serious, like, do you know Chuck Norris' story? I was like, yo, is this guy for real?
No,
And
I
then,
was
like,
about to say that one.
mid-sentence, I was like, yo, this guy's telling a zoo Chuck Norris joke, man. Come on, bro.
But I made you think that's real, right?
Yeah, for like a millisecond, I was like, yo,
Actually, Chuck Norris has like a skin of a bear
for
in
real.
his room. Yeah. I mean, the bear is still alive, but is afraid to go out
yeah.
and just stays there.
Yeah. One of the craziest Chuck Norris jokes is that he was born via his aunt because nobody had the balls to sleep with his mother.
Actually, he lost his virginity before his father. No, these jokes.
Anyway, because of these jokes,
I think we should make a
Chuck Norris
joke
podcast?
compilation, like a podcast when we just throw some jokes, you know.
yeah,
Smile.
why not?
Tell us in the comments.
Yeah, why not? Comment down below if you all want that. And this is how you guys can understand why I was so wowed when Chuck Norris was easily beaten by Bruce Lee. I was like, I thought this guy never loses, at least in film, you know, in real life.
Yeah.
Of course he could lose, but in film, like it's scripted, like in the WWE, Logan Paul. And yeah, that's what I mean.
Actually, someone now is gonna say, "Don't watch WWE because it's fake." This is the most annoying sentence you could probably ever say.
Yeah, we all know it's fake, but we still watch it.
It kinda, when the program is like about to start,
Yeah.
it tells you this is done by professionals.
I mean,
Like, don't
that
do
doesn't
it at
mean
home.
it's fake, though. UFC is done by professionals.
No, I
You know
mean,
what I mean?
because if you read everything, it tells you
Nobody
that
reads
it's
that. Nobody reads that.
of course.
They
but
just-
if you
they just
but
see-
if you read that, like it pretty much tells you that it's performed by highly professional actors.
Yeah.
So actors, not fighters,
Yeah.
actors. They're acting, of course.
But they're wrestlers, bro. They're elite. Like,
Of course, like
Bro, they're like
touching, they're
300
punching.
pounds.
Yeah, but
they're huge.
I hate when people say like, "Oh, this is fake. I'm not gonna watch it." Okay, so Star Wars is something real or something? What do you mean? Definitely, and that's why I personally watch WWE so much.
I like that meme where everyone like realizes WWE is fake. Like when Rey Mysterio beats those three huge people, including Big Khali.
Big Khali, Big Show, and Mark Henry, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Mark Henry, yeah.
Three huge dudes beaten by Rey Mysterio, man. That was crazy.
Booyaka, booyaka. 619.
When I was a little kid, everyone was like shorter than me, and everyone's favorite wrestler was Rey Mysterio. And when I would tell them it's not Rey Mysterio, they'd be like, "What? How is Rey Mysterio not here?" Bro, I don't. I know you guys relate to this guy, but I really don't.
Your favorite was Big Show, right?
No, it was Dave Bautista, bro.
Definitely. Mine too. Until
Really?
Yeah.
Batista?
Batista was my favorite.
You like the Batista bomb, bro?
Of course. Like, I
Yo.
tried it.
Shout out Dave Bautista, man. He's an actor now.
Actually, I tried it. Like the Batista bomb on my nephew. I hope he's alright, but never mind. And after he
I saw him
retired.
with the new haircut. Is that why he got the new haircut? Because you Batista bombed him into it?
I think so.
Hey,
Yo,
shout out to
nephew,
him.
tell us.
I actually told him it's a great haircut, and I think it's a great haircut, but I think he roasts it.
He cut it.
He cut it?
Yeah.
Did he go back to the buzz cut?
No, he has like a standard one. But he
Oh,
told me that he gonna grow even bigger one right
Oh,
now.
okay, it's the... Okay. I understand. now.
Yo,
Anyway, we went to WWE from movies, cartoon.
I didn't even finish. Like, I just want to
Yeah.
say my favorite wrestler after Batista retired is Randy Orton.
Okay.
RKO master, you know, out of nowhere. Definitely.
What's
it's-
up? What's
No way.
We gotta redo the setup. I would have done
But-
it another way.
But we gonna ruin my carpet.
Oh yeah,
So you can't
Hey,
RKO me here. Like
ex-
it's 99 per month.
it's gonna be 1,000 per month with the blood. Think of the monetization.
Hit me with the RKO.
Nice carpet joke, bro.
I mean, you haven't seen the carpet. That's why you don't know what we say. But if you see how special it is, I'm gonna let you here so you don't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
If you wanna know 99 per.
Anyway, I want to go back to the topic, but not directly to movies. Let's continue with series. And I'm going to like start with a series I really, really like, man. It's called Suits. It's 9 seasons. Each season is 16 episodes until like the 8th season, and the 9th season is 10 episodes, I believe. I watched every single episode. And to those of you who know me, I like grind and work all the time and work out and train and edit. I really rarely have time, which is interesting that we spoke a lot about this topic, but I guess we have interesting lives and interesting perspectives and stuff like that. It's so amazing. And the power of marketing is very real, bro. I saw a Facebook ad of Harvey Specter, the main character, or one of the main characters. Some of you might think it's Mike, but personally it's Harvey. So Harvey is a lawyer at this huge firm, and Mike doesn't even have a law degree. He tried to go to Harvard, but because he wasn't that rich, he helped other students. Like, he went as them, you know. He aced their tests. The dean caught him, and they were like, "You're never going to Harvard." And basically, his life down spiraled bad, and he had a friend who also smoked weed, etc. And this was the guy's last chance to save himself, but he had a bag of weed in like a case trying to sell it. And he runningly, somehow, miraculously, went to Harvey Specter's desk, and the weed fell all over. But Harvey was chill. He was like, "You know what? You can interview anyone, even though you don't have a law
Actually,
degree."
you forget to mention the scene when there were like 2 cops
Yeah.
right there, and he kind of asked them what time it is, like kind of to distract them, and he ran off.
Yo,
from
that's a
them.
very
Yeah,
important
it's right before
detail,
the, it's
bro.
right before the scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You have a great memory too, man. Ermo, guy.
Of course.
Yeah. So wait, have you watched the entirety of Suits as well, or just
No,
some
no,
of it?
no.
Or
Not the
just
entire,
like-
but I kind of watched it because
Until
the
when?
nephew we were talking about earlier, like he watched probably every movie out there, and I kinda know because of him. Because
We
he's
should get him on the
telling me
podcast
something.
and
About movies, definitely.
about just a guest episode for him, man.
Oh, we should. Actually, I found one guest, but I'm gonna
Really?
keep it mystery right now. So
Alright, mystery guest. Even I don't know.
it's so mystery that we still
Stay,
both don't know.
stay tuned with me. I'm staying tuned as well, guys.
You will know someday, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
You will see story
Oh, well,
on
yeah.
IG. Follow us on every social platform: YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X, or Twitter, and
Yeah.
Threads. We are on that 6 platforms right now. So
Yeah, or just you can follow us on one platform regularly. It really depends on you.
Yeah.
We just want to bring quality content and make you guys laugh and make our pockets more money.
facts. You
Yeah.
was watching like straight to the camera with confidence, you know.
I'm delivering a message, G.
You are
I think I
standing
was
tall.
looking at myself. Actually, I'm pretty handsome, mashallah. However, it was cool at the interview part where Mike. I'm basically talking to the audience now because you, I think, know
Yeah,
like
I
this
know.
part, and maybe some of the audience know. But reliving it is pretty cool because something that's amazing. It's cool to talk about and discuss. So
Yeah.
that's why we're here, man. We have all
course.
these mics, these cameras, these ring lights, just to discuss
Everything
this.
for you.
Well,
No, it was kind of harsh.
well, why not? We love the fans, man. We appreciate the
Of
support.
course.
Thank you for the comments.
Thank you
Shout
for
out-
everything.
Shout out Tariq, man. Shout out to him. He commented as well. I met him through you on TikTok, bro.
And you still haven't met him. In
Yes, that's
person.
crazy. Yeah, anyway, shout out to bro. Most aesthetic 17-year-old on the planet. Forward to seeing you in real life, man.
Definitely, you will see him. I'm gonna be the middleman who can.
Yeah, I'm
because
looking
I know
forward
him
to it.
personally, and I
Yeah.
know you personally. So,
You know me personally? Oh, well, they don't know this is AI.
do I know you? You kind of look like you're hiding something.
Bro,
Are you
this
a serial killer or something?
no, bro, this is AI. I'm in Las Vegas right now.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I see you over there from Miami. You know.
Yeah, man, of course. I saw you in Miami last week. Anyway, Harvey Specter. Really nice movie. Season 5 is insane. But before that, let's dive a little bit back to the details on the scene, which intrigued me to watch it in its entirety in the first place. So he gives him this interview, and this guy knows more than Harvey Specter, who was like the 5th best student in their Harvard graduate school that year, and who is sublimely intelligent and the best lawyer probably in the world in the series. And this guy just opens the law book on any page and just knows it. And Harvey like calls him out on the laptop like, "Oh, you're looking," and he just throws the laptop around. He's like, "Oh, I'm just playing solitaire."
Bro, he's
cards."
playing solitaire.
Yeah, man, it's insane. Season 5, as I said, is pretty amazing because Mike actually goes to jail. They catch him that he's not an actual lawyer. There's Lewis Litt, who actually takes over the company. It's called Specter Litt and Pearson, I believe. Hardman is out of the equation by this part. They like buy him out because he did some dirty things on the side, and he's just portrayed as an evil character, which is pretty different to his Breaking Bad character, where he's just like this guy who knows how to cook meth for 89%, and they just kill him because they have to. Poor guy. It's very different. Anyway, diving back, season 5 is so insane. Lewis Litt turns evil, and around season 7, Mike is totally out of the series because Meghan Markle marries the Prince of England, and she just doesn't film anymore, and she's not there. But he makes a guest appearance on season 9, episode 5, which is pretty amazing as well. Anyway, you want to add like one of your favorite series here?
I want to add like a couple of series. First off, I'm gonna start with Stranger Things.
Okay.
Before I watched it, like my nephew told me to watch it, I was like, I'm not gonna watch this kid show or something. That was
Yeah.
my honest opinion before I watched the
Why kids show?
series.
Why kids show? Because I have never watched it. What gave you that
I
impression?
don't know, like I was seeing memes on Instagram, you know, the kids were
Yeah.
making memes, and I thought like the kids are watching this movie,
Yeah.
you know. But like those series, especially the 4th season, definitely like escalated. It become definitely a grown man series, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if talk much about it because I'm sure everyone has watched it. Like it was top Netflix series watched.
It was up there definitely.
I mean, there was a top for a certain period, and after that, like the Squid Game came out and
Yeah,
it
Squid Game
surpassed
overtook,
everything.
yeah.
And I think right now One Piece overpassed even Squid Games.
They
I'm
made
not
like
sure.
a
I'm
re-
not sure.
They
but
made like a real life edition. Of course it didn't. Squid
actually,
Game
I
was-
haven't watched One Piece, but everyone is saying like these series are dope, dope, dope.
When I was a kid, actually we can talk about it because
Just sorry, nephew, comment down about the series. Probably you've
or
watched
come on
them.
the podcast, man. You can add a lot here, man. We'll be just listening to you for a couple hours and asking you questions.
Definitely.
Anyway, about One Piece, when I was a kid, I watched it on Cartoon Network, I believe, by like episode 200 something, until he fights like this tiger guy called Lucci, and it was an insane fight.
Bro, you remember all the names.
Yeah,
I
his name was
actually
Lucci.
remember everything.
He has a
Except
longish
the
hair
names.
like me when I like put it down, and it was amazing. And he like invented this new move. He had to transform in the moment, and that's why I like these types of animes like Dragon Ball, because they're like supposed to lose, but in the moment something miraculously happens because
Then something just snapped. Something inside. of
something
me.
like about the human spirit, which is indomitable in the moment, the refusal to give up and lose, and it just bam, they just transform in the moment, and that's happened to me so much in my life. I've turned Super Saiyan before, yes.
Level 4?
Super Saiyan 4 was my favorite transformation actually, but it's non-canon.
I
dude.
have to add something to this topic.
Yeah.
When I was kid, I wanted to be like Vegeta, and now my hairline is definitely like him.
Yeah.
Check him out if you doesn't know how he looks.
Everybody knows how Vegeta looks, bro.
I mean, the hairline is like.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Actually, there's like a TikTok or a meme. Everyone has the same face, they just have different hair. So Goku, Vegeta, and their sons, they have the same face. So it's just a different hairstyle. That's pretty crazy.
I mean, everyone's personal is Goku, right? Because he was like
Everyone's
the main
favorite?
character. Yeah.
Most people's favorite, yeah,
Everyone.
but some people like Vegeta, some like Piccolo, some like Frieza.
I mean,
It
I like
depends.
everyone because when I was a kid, I kind of didn't understand nothing about the show. I was watching because it was fun,
So you don't know like the plot because you were a kid.
Definitely not.
It's basically at the start, there's just like Dragon Ball the series because it evolves to Dragon Ball Z, and now these days Dragon Ball Super. And there's also Dragon Ball GT, but it's non-canon. It's not by the owner, the actual creator, the director Akira Toriyama. It's by some other guy. And like Akira Toriyama didn't give him the rights, or maybe he gave him the rights, but he was like saying this is not the actual
Yeah.
story. And because I was mentioning Super Saiyan 4 before you cut me off.
Sorry.
Nah, it's okay, man. We have to keep it entertaining.
Okay, not sorry.
I knew he wasn't sorry, that's why I said it. Yeah, it's actually non-canon. It doesn't exist, and I was so pissed off about that fact. Even though none of
It
it
kind of
exists.
ruined everything.
Yeah. But now I have another favorite evolution of the Super Saiyan. It's Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct, where like he just moves insane. We have to watch the whole series, like 400 episodes or something. Because Dragon Ball Super has 170, and Dragon Ball the original and Dragon Ball Z has a few hundred, and GT is like 64, I think.
And how much is a episode?
It's like 20 to 25 minutes per episode, depending if you count like filler episodes, the start,
Oh,
the outro, the intro,
Yeah.
But 20 to 25. Anyway, at the start of Dragon Ball, he like has to collect the 7 Dragon Balls to like summon
I
Omega.
only know that part because they have to collect.
Yeah, it's
like,
called
the
Dragon Ball,
Dragon
literally.
Balls, yeah.
So he has to summon Omega Shenron, I believe, a green dragon, so they can like have a wish. And after that, they get so powerful. Omega Shenron is.
Let me ask you something. The green dragon there is
Yeah.
helping them, or what is he doing there?
He basically doesn't have a free will. It's like you take the 7 Dragon Balls, and whoever has them at the end has a wish. So it's not about helping. They can wish anything they
so
want.
there are wishes?
He's like a
Oh.
genie.
They be like Aladdin from...
Like Aladdin, but they only have one wish and they have to take 7 Dragon Balls, not like rob a lamp, you know.
It's kind of harder,
But that's like the plot of Dragon Ball is like more to start it off when Goku is a baby. He's evil at first and very low power, but then he hits his head on Earth, and then he like transforms to this really good guy. And also, he's not from planet Earth, if you didn't know. The Saiyans are from a different planet. And only
I had no
Vegeta
clue
and
about
Goku
that.
survived, and Frieza destroyed their planet, and Vegeta swore vengeance upon Frieza. Frieza later on attacked Goku and Vegeta on planet Earth to eradicate the Saiyan race. Funnily enough, Vegeta and Goku fought, and Goku beat him. Vegeta would have killed Goku if he beat him, but he didn't. And Goku like let him live. He told his friend Krillin not to kill him.
I think I know that fight, Wait, let me clear something.
Yeah.
Did Vegeta had like that power when he can like he was rising his hands up and
That's
I don't
mostly
know how he
Goku.
was
It's a
saying.
it's a spirit bomb. Everybody give me your
No,
power.
but I think Vegeta has the most powerful one, as
No.
I was saying.
Not most powerful.
Okay, of course, like
He has a lot of attacks.
Kamehameha. It's
It's
the
not the mo-
trademark, but it's the small ball.
No,
you know?
Kame is a trademark, but it's not the strongest.
Kameyamama.
What? What's that?
You didn't have the meme?
What's
Some
Kame?
play on Fortnite. He's playing. Like
Oh yeah, I've played Fortnite with the Kame.
No.
yeah.
He was playing Fortnite with the Kamehameha,
Yeah, I've played that
but
as well.
he said purposely Kameyamama.
Oh,
And
I
he
don't
went
know.
like viral with that one. Like he gained like 1 million of views because he said that.
I don't know, man. Those videos, I don't know how they get views, bro. Like,
Oh, it was funny, like because
Yeah.
he's
There's like a
playing,
guy barking
he's
like
playing,
dogs,
he's
bro.
playing, and he's so serious, like, oh, what is like Kameyamama, something like that. I don't know the exact word, but
okay.
it's kind of
Actually sounds funny, so yeah, I'll give props to that. Yeah, I was telling you about how Frieza attacks Vegeta and Goku. And,
I kinda
and
want to
Frieza,
know.
yeah, it's okay. We divulged into another
I
thing,
didn't
but we
want
can
to
go
know
back.
because I kinda want to watch it, but I don't
Oh,
know
this
if
is
I will
barely
ever
the
watch
start,
it.
bro.
But I don't think I will watch that.
No,
so
it's too
better
long.
if I hear.
You might want to just watch clips and just directly go to Dragon Ball Super. I'd suggest.
Ah.
And basically, this is like the start, bro. This is like Dragon Ball Z Max, I think, when Frieza attacks both Vegeta and Goku. There's a lot of fights, but let me like eradicate all the parts that are not needed and
Let's
that you
summarize
need-
the important
Yeah, let's
things.
summarize the important things. Basically, Frieza kills Vegeta on the dot. And Vegeta is a really prideful person. He like has all of this ego, all of this arrogance, that he's the prince, that he's the best, and he sheds tears as he's dying. And he's telling Goku, whose real name is actually Kakarot. Goku isn't actually named Goku. His name is Kakarot. He's like, Kakarot, this guy killed our family. This guy killed your father, Bardock. This guy killed my father. This guy killed our planet, our race. And it's so emotional. He's crying at the moment. And he's like, you gotta avenge all of us. You gotta kill him. And that's when Goku turns Super Saiyan for the first time. That's Super Saiyan 1. And it's such an insane scene. Everyone except you knows what I mean.
Watch it.
You gotta watch it, bro.
I mean, I know everything what's happening. Like I've seen
Yeah.
the fights, I've seen pretty much everything as a kid. You know, you're watching cartoons, but I didn't
Yeah.
know the plot. That's why I didn't remember nothing.
But
You know?
there's Dragon Ball Super now as well. There's so many new characters. Jiren, Heat. There's a tournament of power where there's like multiple universes and only one survives.
Actually,
It's insanity.
I was watching another cartoon also, like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh,
You
Yu-Gi-Oh! was
definitely
insane,
know that
bro.
one.
Yeah, Yu-Gi, bro.
About
with
that
the
one.
cards.
Oh, definitely with the deck.
I actually
you
wanted
know.
to order some cards.
I had like this much cards.
Really?
of
Where
them.
are they?
Definitely.
Did you have the Blue Eyes White Dragon? That's like.
I
one of
have
the best.
the red dragon. I think the red dragon was the most powerful, or not?
No, I think there's like four
No,
Blue
they
Eye
were
White Dragons.
yellow, blue, red.
Yeah, but
dragon.
blue there's only 4 in the universe, I think, and Yugi has 1, and there's a
Yeah.
guy who tries to get the last one, but Yugi gets it from his grandfather, I believe, anyway. Somebody commented.
And actually, my favorite card was Exodia.
oh, Exodia, the one with the 5.
Yeah,
Right?
the 5 like 2
Yeah.
hands,
I remember.
2 legs, and the head.
yeah.
I don't know. The body was with the hand.
Yeah, the extremities
something-
formed in
yeah.
the head. Yeah.
Exodia was something else.
I remember there was a fight with this one guy. There was no way he was gonna win because this guy had all the blue white eyes dragon, and the only way he would have won was if his last 5 cards were Exodia, and they were Exodia.
They were Exodia.
That was such
And
a
actually,
peak
if you
childhood
if you
moment.
wanted to like bring him into the fight, you have to sacrifice 3 other cards.
Yeah.
And actually, the scenes like the cards are coming up.
Yeah,
The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the Exodia goes in. This show was
It's lit.
special, definitely.
Speaking of animes, bro, I've watched Inazuma 11, and actually I just recently watched Inazuma 11 Orion. I don't know if you've heard of it. I've watched it when I was a kid.
Inazuma 11?
Yeah, Inazuma 11.
I'm
It's
a football player.
It's a football anime. Have you watched
I'm a
it?
football player.
Yeah, but have you watched it?
Zakumi, I watched Zakumi the most. I don't know what that
What's
one.
Zakumi, bro?
Zakumi was also football
Anime?
anime,
Okay.
but it was created like in 2010 about the World Cup in South Africa. It was different, like.
Yo, I just thought of a crazy fun fact. Sorry. Did you know?
Yeah.
Did you know? Did you know that in 2002, some guy thought of the idea of actually making a movie about the 2 worst football international squads, and he actually did it. He made a world final with the 2 worst ranked international teams. I read it on Twitter somewhere, bro. Twitter is crazy. Why did someone have that idea and why did everyone go through with it, bro? He was like, yo, Ronaldo, did Ronaldo win it in 2002? Like Nazario? Was it Brazil or was it
Brazil.
or was it France?
Oh,
I know
2000 was Italy.
2006 was France.
2006 was
Cannavaro?
2006 it was Italy.
Okay, Cannavaro won the Ballon d'Or that year.
That year, yep. But when
2006
Zidane
Zidane.
had Materazzi.
So wait, one of the finals I know Zidane won, and the other one they lost. So they lost the one in 2006.
So they probably won 2002.
Yeah. So this guy, regardless, this guy in 2002 took the 2 worst teams internationally, and they played. I don't even know the result, but wow, why would you do?
Why?
And-
Just
yeah.
why?
Yeah. Anyway, continue. You were talking about your football anime.
No, because you started like, what was the name?
Inazuma 11, and you were like,
Inazuma 11,
yeah, I'm a football fan, and I was like, did
I've
you watch
heard-
it? And you were
I've
like,
heard
no.
that. I've heard that. I mean, it's on Netflix, right?
Really? No, I watched
I
it on
think
Cartoon
it
Network,
is.
and I watched it online on like.
I don't know.
Anime
I
site.
watched Zakumi, and Zakumi was definitely one of the best football animes out there.
Okay.
Especially when, like, Zakumi is, I don't know, one animal signature for Africa. He's like an animal, you know. And when he scores the last goal with a bicycle kick, that moment still giving me goosebumps until
Yeah.
this day.
Nice.
That's why I wanted to mention that part.
Nice. Yeah, Inazuma 11. Nice. I might actually
Tell me
watch
more
it.
about it because I actually haven't watched that one.
I think there's like 130 episodes and like 3 or 4 seasons in the original Inazuma 11. And it's like about this high school called Raymond. And it's like this goalkeeper called Mark in English, or Endu if we watch the actual version, you know, without translation. And this guy like finds this guy called Axel Blaze, and he has defenders and midfielders, of course, you know, starting 11 of football. And he sucks in every game. He loses like 10, 11, 0. Anyway, what I was saying about Inazuma 11, eventually Mark or Endu becomes really acquainted with a guy called Kidu from an opposing team, and they beat his team in the first season. Then they beat a few guys who are very arrogant in the second season. And I don't want to spoil much details, but it's a top 5 anime of all time for me. I put it at number 2, man. Inazuma 11 is the second best anime of all time for me. And Kuroko no Basuke is number... Why are you laughing, bro? It's called Kuroko no...
Like the name, it kinda. I was paying attention like so
Yeah,
closely. I was
yeah.
absorbing everything and. Okay, never mind.
Anyway, Kuroko no Basuke is my... I want to put it as the GOAT anime, but only because I'm biased towards basketball. Realistically, for me, it's Dragon Ball. And Inazuma 11, right now I'm watching Orion, because when I was a kid, Inazuma 11 was lit, and it reminds me of the days, and it's like an upgraded version with international teams. In the third season, they actually win the World Cup of the normal Inazuma 11, I believe. Spoiler alert. Even though I said no spoilers.
Which year was that cartoon released?
It's ongoing over the past 10 years. Like the one Orion,
Longer one.
like the one Orion I'm watching right now, it released 2019. And I like finished Inazuma 11 in 2018 before I went to college, and I was like, oh, this is finished. And now randomly I see, oh, they still like make more.
Yeah,
because it's
kinda
very
cool.
successful. It's very motivating. And I suggest any football or anime fan or both to watch Inazuma 11 for sure.
And actually, I'm suggesting you to watch Zakumi. I thought it was called Zakumi. Let me just check it because I don't wanna make the biggest mistake. Zakumi. Let me check if that's how. Yeah, definitely, that's it.
Oh, I've seen that
Definitely.
guy, bro.
Of course. It was
Is that
2010
an anime?
South Africa. It looked like anime to me.
I think that's just a cartoon, bro.
Did they say it's anime?
No, we're talking about cartoons as well,
It's cartoon, but the characters are like
but bro, that's like a very
looking-
kids cartoon though. Like Inazuma 11 has like
no.
a bit of
that-
substance.
This one is like definitely a cartoon. I don't know if it's anime.
I
or
think
not.
it's a cartoon.
We do not care. We do not care.
I
It
do,
is what it
man.
is.
The anime fans hate Ermo right now.
Please don't. I don't care. Never mind. What I wanted to say is actually this cartoon is also so good. Like this is the main character.
Yeah,
it's
man.
animal and it's playing football. The number 9, I think it's called Des. I don't know exactly. Never mind. and he kind of doesn't know how to play football so good, and he's training and everything. He's like the striker. There is actually, I don't know his name, with red hair, and he's like, in the team the most arrogant. He wants to do everything by himself.
Yeah.
Like in the team there's everything covered. There's actually number 4, it's called Vikus. He's kinda overweight and he's playing in defense, and in one episode he thinks like he's not that important,
Okay.
and he tried to play as a striker,
Mhm.
but obviously he doesn't do nothing to help the team.
Okay.
And then there is like good story here. He's actually afraid of spiders, and there's a good story when his team is winning, like the main one.
Yeah.
Then the ball comes to him. He's in defense, and the main character screams, "There's a spider in the ball!" And scared, he kind of shoot the ball and score a beautiful goal. And then he understand the lesson, because everything is important in a football game. Like he was
Yeah.
doing great in defense because, as I said, he was overweight and he kind of stopped pretty much everyone. So it kind of helped the team in that way. That's actually even a good if you implement in your real life. You gotta try everything. If you play football especially, try your position, see where you are the best and stick to that. Because if you are born striker, you can pretty much defend. Of course there are some people like can do everything, but if you are defender, don't try to be striker, because the team actually need everyone. Everyone has an equal role.
I have a crazy opinion on this. Everybody wants to be a striker. Everyone else is forced to play their role. Nobody wants to be a goalkeeper. Nobody wants to be a right back. Just ask Kamavinga if you don't believe me, bro. The coaches force you to play right back or goalkeeper. Everyone knows this who's trained or played football. Everyone wants to score the goals. Everyone wants to be the striker, the main guy.
When I was training football back in the days, of course I wanted to be a striker as everyone. But I tried a striker. I was scoring goals, but in the team there were better strikers than me.
Okay.
And I kinda like spoke with the manager, can I try some new position? Can I try this or that, And he said, what you want? I want to play as a center one.
Oh.
He was like, okay, let's
Center
see.
what?
Center mid.
Oh, okay.
Like in the center, right in the center.
Yeah,
like
like
when I get the no, he's kinda more
Casemiro
of
is
a
a center
defensive.
mid, right?
He's a more of a defensive center mid.
I'd say Rodri is a central defensive midfielder.
Casemiro is the same.
You think so?
I know so because Modric and Kroos were the center mids, and he was the center defensive mid.
I think it was a weird formation in Real Madrid, to be fair, because
Yeah, but they won like everything.
no, like
It's kind of crazy.
because I don't
actually.
think any of them are like defensive or offensive. Like,
Casemiro is more of a defensive because
Yeah,
he knows
more
how to
of, but
slide tackle.
is he a defensive like a Yaya Toure, like a Fernandinho? I think he's more offensive than those two, right?
Ooh, that's actually a hot
You know
take
what I
you
mean?
say.
You know what I mean?
But actually,
Like, isn't he the Champions League top
Casemiro,
scorer right now? Casemiro is the Champions League top scorer right now, 2 goals. I think so.
yeah, actually, he
With
scored
Julian
both of them
Alvarez.
goals with against Bayern Munich.
Yeah, against your
my
team, bro. They
Against
got-
my team. But actually, I hated Casemiro, but now when I see how he plays, like when he performs in one of the worst teams right now, sorry United fans, United is just trash. It is what it is. I said what I've said.
I think United fans will agree with you. There was like this one kid who they asked, "Who's your favorite team?" United. Who's your favorite player? Nobody.
No one. They're all rubbish.
Yeah, they're all rubbish.
Actually, that was good. Like United, but we kinda moved too far from the topic.
We went to
We
football.
wanna go back right now. As I was saying, that cartoon Zakumi is so good. Now let's hop back to the movies. I have one movie that I didn't mention until right now, but now I'm gonna mention it. I mean, you probably know Cobra Kai. It's called Cobra Kai on Netflix.
I bought them
But
on Fortnite.
but if you, I actually have only one skin in Fortnite,
Yeah?
and it was from Cobra Kai.
Nice.
My nephew sent it to me, but never mind.
I have like 200, and one of them is Cobra Kai.
Never mind. If you haven't watched the series Cobra Kai, you must watch the Karate Kid movies. Like they are like old ones with Mr. Miyagi, because if you hop directly onto the series, you will hear names like Miyagi, and you will you will pretty much be left behind because that series are based on the movies from the past. And actually, I wanted to say that like watch. I think there are 3 movies. I kind of don't remember them because I watched them like 10 years ago or something. But they're actually so good movies. As in every movie, they are like the main character and the villains. And then...
Prata, zgasł mi o
Cut.
glasu nad laptopom tvoj? Сега 2 sekundy, bro.
Riot Games,
Не бе, не Riot Games, те долу десно гледаш отиде, од тие ти иде. Те си седат преска. Ж згасни о гласот само. Јак си, ајде. Окей.
Okay, deze moet ook толку брат, chill. Did you actually believe me?
Да. Зашто преска седиш гласом само требаше да намалиш и си рекам шо па.
Nee, ik van het Riot Games, ik op de
Окей, ајде.
So, if you start watching the movies, like the Karate Kid, then Cobra Kai will be like 10x more interesting. So actually this series is like, you know, from all, I think Asian or something. They are training to do like karate,
Okay.
but the way the Mr. Miyagi is teaching, it's different. You know, when the kid goes and he tells him, I want to fight, and he give him like 2 towels and he tell him to do just this. Just clean, he give him like the wall, clean it
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
He give him that type of lessons, but he doesn't know because they are actually training lessons.
Yeah.
And you know, he's doing at first hyped up and everything, he's doing everything. Then he tell him to put the jacket on. I mean, you know that scene. Put the jacket off, put the jacket on.
Is this movie with
and
Will
everything.
Smith's son, Jaden Smith?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, there are actually 2 movies. One, Karate Kid, is with Jackie Chan and his son.
Mhm.
And the other one is like with Mr. Miyagi. I don't know the actors' names from there. But in the movie they are called like LaRusso, the main character who is learning from the mister. So you can watch both of them. You will definitely find them interesting. And those movies are kind of similar. You know, it's like with the same script when they are teaching the kid in some older ways of how to do karate. And they are actually the villains. You know, they'll have like gyms and this or that. And there is one scene when he kind of gets angry and he's saying, I don't want to do this no more, I don't want to learn karate. This scene is from Jackie Chan movie. And he tell him like, put on your jacket. And while he's trying to put on, he tried to punch him, but he blocked him with that move, you know,
Yeah.
from putting on the jacket.
Yeah.
And then he starts realizing the importance of those moves. And when he starts going deep into that, the movie actually getting more interesting. But I ain't gonna spoil no more right now. You gotta watch that movie. There are actually on Netflix like 5 seasons, and there are a lot of turns in the movie. The biggest 2 opponents get together, fights against the third one, who were with the second one the best friends. Then there comes the 4th one. It's so mixed up, but it's actually worth watching in my opinion. I don't know if you watched that, but
I
you
watched the
definitely
Karate
should.
Kid with Jaden Smith, for sure. I actually watched
Okay.
the other movie, Legend. Was it called Legend with Will Smith? Where him and his son,
I
and he's like a salesman trying to sell all these.
haven't
Medical-
watched that one, but
It's a really motivating movie, man. I'd put it up there, actually. Also, like, Father. I just watched the movie called Father with Anthony Hopkins. He won an Oscar at 79 years old. His second one. And
boys.
I just saw his reactions when he was like 40 something and 79, and it was the same reaction. He was like, I didn't believe I could do this, but now I'm here. It was the same reaction 30 to 40 years apart on winning the Oscar. And he's like this guy who is very old and depicts how it is, I believe, to have Alzheimer's as an old person. One moment, his daughter who's taking care of him looks one way. The other minute, she looks another way. And he's like, are you my daughter? The third moment, he sees her with her husband. Like, he just goes in another room. He's like, yo, who are you? And he explains, I'm her husband. Stuff like that. The next minute, he's speaking to his daughter and he's saying like, yo, your husband's over there. He's waiting for the chicken. And she's like, yo, Dad, I don't have a husband. What are you on about? The next moment, she tells him she's going to France. And he's like, yo, I'm old. How are you going to leave me like this? Blah, blah, blah. And she explains to him like, it's okay, I'm going to France, I'm gonna visit you on the weekends. Then he goes to the room again and he sees another husband. Then he comes out.
It's kind of creepy right now.
Yeah,
But
and basically the whole thing of the movie is this like happens in 30 years or 20 or 30 years, something like that. But he sees it in moments because he has Alzheimer's and he doesn't remember. And actually the husbands are people who are taking care of him. I'm just getting like shivers, goosebumps right now talking about it. It's such an amazing performance by him. Everyone should watch it. It's a short movie, like 90 to 100 minutes. It's not even 2 hours, but it's amazing. These people he's seeing all the time, it's actually people who are taking care of him at the hospital, where he's like at the care home for old people.
yeah.
And he like, you can see the moment his brain like goes out, he's like calling the nurse mommy. Like he goes to that state where you're like a baby and you need all types of help, yet he's very old. It's pretty insane. It's pretty insane. And I wouldn't wanna like finish this podcast because we did mention animes without actually mentioning Naruto. I think it would be criminal. We'd like mention Dragon Ball, One Piece, all these football and basketball animes, but we should
That
at
are probably not animes, but never mind. I mean,
Bro,
the mine one. That's like
Your isn't, I think. I watched it. I was like, I would have known this, but you know what? Maybe I don't.
Probably is not anime.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It doesn't matter. It's a cartoon. We spoke about cartoons as well.
Yep.
So yeah, because I mentioned like Inazuma 11 and Kuroko no Basket and Dragon Ball, all the Dragon Balls.
Okay.
And you mentioned One Piece actually, and we talked about it a little bit. We should also mention Naruto, man. I've watched the entirety of Naruto and Shippuden, Naruto Shippuden. It's such an amazing series. So many amazing characters like Rock Lee, Gaara, Rock Lee Sensei, Bushiroad Sensei, his fight against Madara. So many amazing moments. I just wanted to mention it and talk a little bit about it because I didn't want to like make this type of episode on the podcast without mentioning Naruto. You can't like talk about animes without mentioning it. No way.
If we start talking about like everything we know, it would be like Infinity podcast, I think.
Yeah.
Not Infinity, but like 100-year podcast.
Yeah, that's why I try like to mention most of the relevant and important things and just like at least brush over them and mention the important moments and characters, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, like you give credit to that cartoon.
Yeah.
As I wanna
definitely.
give credit to, you can say cartoon and movie. They have the both. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And actually, there is a crazy theory about that one. I don't know if you've heard that. Have you heard some theory about that?
I've heard a lot of theories about a lot of cartoons, but let me hear yours.
The theory why they have the weapon that they actually have.
Is it something because of their weakness they had, or something like that?
Definitely, like it's worth sharing.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah,
overseen
sure,
it.
I've seen it somewhere, but remind me.
I've seen that a couple of days ago again. I've known that like for a year, that theory. You know the weapons.
Yeah.
The Raffaello, he has like
It's Raphael.
that one.
He has the short side.
Yeah, definitely. And what is Raffaello in the team? He's the most arrogant. He's the most violent. He's the most, you know.
Raphael is pretty angry.
Raphael is the turtle with the most anger issues, you know. And he has a weapon for self-defense because you can actually hurt with that one like another human being because they're not sharp at the edge of it, you know.
They're like the shortest weapon.
They are meant
Design.
for self-defense only,
Yeah.
and that's a good thing. Now let's hope Michelangelo. That was his name, right? I may say the name wrongs. Don't hate on me. I just don't remember the names.
Michelangelo is the purple one.
Michelangelo, no, it's the orange one with the nunchucks.
Yeah, that was Donatello. Sorry, yeah.
Donatello was
Donatello is
with the purple one.
Yeah.
Michelangelo with the nunchucks.
Yeah.
Now, what he's known about in the team, he's the most goofy.
Yeah, he's
the
funky.
most goofy. He's funny, and to use nunchucks, what you need? Focus.
Yeah.
So he actually needs to focus to be able to use them,
Yeah.
and actually helps him to improve his,
Weakness.
goofy side and
Yeah,
weakness. Now let's hop to the one you mentioned, Donatello.
Yeah, Donatello. Purple.
What he's known about? Electronics, computers.
He's very smart.
His technology.
He's high IQ.
Yeah, he has a high IQ. And what did Mr. Splinter give to him?
He has that
Just
boom.
a stick.
Yeah, the long boomstick stuff.
He just have a stick. Like, you're smart. Here's a stick.
Yeah.
Use your brain.
Yeah.
And now the Leonardo,
Yeah.
He's like the leader of the team.
The blue
He's
guy.
the blue one. He's the main character, and actually only he has the weapon that can kill somebody. Like
Yeah.
the katana, it's
Yeah.
sharp, you know. And actually, Mr. Splinter, as the theory says, wanted to teach him. Even though if you're like the most humble person, most chill person, sometimes you gotta use
Violence.
violence. Yeah. And actually, that's a good theory because I don't know if
It makes sense.
I think it's made like purposely. I don't know if it can happen by a chance, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the creators of that cartoon or movie. Call it what you want, but it's a good one to share, you know.
It's a really good theory, and it might actually be correct. Their personalities blend really good with their weapons.
Now, as I said, Raffaello, I kind of want to eat one. Like the Raffaello. It's Raffaello. Never mind.
Yeah. Who was your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
There's actually a crazy story about that one. We were a group of 5
Yeah.
friends when we were growing up, and I ended up being Mr. Splinter.
What?
I don't know, because we were giving the roles
Yeah.
as,
Yeah,
you know, as
Yeah, you were
the
all-
turtles.
Yeah, you were all
And
playing.
the most serious of the group definitely took Leonardo. And as we go, who's the most goofy? You. You are Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Who's the most violent? You. You are a fellow. And I ended up being Mr. Splinter. I don't know why. I didn't look like a leader at that time because I was literally the shortest, the skinniest, everything except a leader.
Okay.
But it is what it is. I end up being Mr. Splinter.
Yeah, but
That's actually a fun
that's an
thing.
interesting story, but you did not answer the question. Who's your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, bro?
Oof. I don't know, man.
You didn't have one growing up? You clearly didn't have one because it's an instant answer.
It was Michelangelo only because he was using nunchucks and I was watching Bruce Lee at the time also, and because of the nunchucks I kinda liked
makes
Michelangelo as well. But I love them equally. Like it's a good one to watch.
My favorite was
Definitely.
Raphael, bro.
So you were angry as a kid, right?
No, I was.
It kind of describes your personality.
Well, honestly, like I was angry, but I never manifested it like Raphael. Like he like shows it immediately, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, but no, the reason I liked Raphael is because he had no mercy. Like if they fought some goons or some criminals,
yeah, he was the first one.
or some people to punish, he was gonna punish them. The other guys were like very soft and feminine in that regard. This guy was like straight up testosterone mode. Like boom, I'm gonna
Yeah.
destroy you.
Actually, there is one scene when Leonardo kind of wanted to give up of leading the team because of Raffaello.
I think I
He's
remember.
like
Yeah.
he's like telling, no, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and he, as a leader, like Leonardo, is trying to think of a way, but he can't because Raphael is always speaking.
Yeah.
And then he end up going to Mr. Splinter, and then Mr. Splinter gave him a good lesson, like told him, if you are a leader, you have to find a way to get like everything in control, you know.
Yeah.
You shall watch that clip. It kind of good one. So
No, it makes sense that Leonardo is their leader. He is very stoic and doesn't let his emotion get the best of him. Raphael is probably the most talented and savage, but in order to be a leader, you need to have a quality of actually being
you
a
need
leader,
to have
not just being a killer.
self-control.
Yeah.
Raphael. Why I'm keep saying Raphael? Am I that hungry?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Кажем още нещо. Spider-Man 2.
Човек, че си продължиш, а ти ако за Spider-Man кажи си.
Да, сега си на ред.
Не кажу и за Spider-Man. And that's enough about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think. Unless
I think.
there's a billion super fans out there who, for some reason, want us to talk about TMNT. Like, for sure. Like, I had a TMNT pillow when I was a kid. I was sleeping on it. It was very nice. Yeah. Anyway, other things we can mention. I think so far we didn't mention cartoons at all. Maybe you mentioned like Zakumi, right? And we at the time I thought you were talking about an anime, but then we realized you were actually talking about
I
a
don't know
cartoon.
what I was talking about.
We still aren't sure if it's because I only watched it as a kid a few times. Like, comment down below what you think it actually is. I want to mention Samurai Jack. it was such a great show. I think the director and like owner of the show is Gennady Tartakovsky. He's so amazing. He also created Dexter's Laboratory and so many Cartoon Network shows. I also watched Nickelodeon growing up. Like iCarly was amazing. Victoria's Secret, I believe, with Victoria Justice was amazing. Ariana Grande was on it. And later, funnily enough, they were like co-actresses. Their own show called Sam and Cat. Because Jeanette McCurdy was iCarly's like second actress, let's say. And Victoria Justice was like the lead of Victoria's. And Ariana Grande was maybe a side character. And they like merged them together. Where they had their own main story. Kind of like Patrick Star. Shout out SpongeBob SquarePants. Patrick Star has his own show now. And it makes sense. Bro deserves his own show. And yeah, those are some like legendary cartoons I remember growing up. Especially
They
Samurai
are
Jack.
But I mean, when we are in that topic, cartoons, everyone must agree Tom and Jerry is the best cartoon of all time. No one can change my mind on that one.
I think it's very famous, but I don't know about best.
It's the best one.
When I think of cartoons and
I mean, everyone had watched it.
Yeah.
It's definitely had the most watches.
yeah, view count for sure, but when you say like best cartoon, I like cartoons who are cartoons for
Of course,
adults,
like the
you know?
category or something, yeah.
They're
But
like very for like
as
4-year-olds,
as
you
a
know?
kid, you gotta admit Tommy Jerry was also your favorite.
It was SpongeBob SquarePants.
So, not once was favorite like for a week.
I don't think for
Well,
a second.
No
because SpongeBob actually
What
has,
is he brought on to?
SpongeBob has essence. You see in some
I
episodes.
mean, I know I kinda love all of the cartoons.
but let me
like,
cook. Let me cook.
Aye. Let's hear what you wanna say.
SpongeBob, you can see in some episodes. You see his grandma. You see his parents. You see Patrick. You see how Squidward feels toward him. Tom and Jerry is very like a bit mindless. You know, it's like very like
it's
toddlerish.
Cartoon for 5 years. I
So is
think.
SpongeBob. So is SpongeBob. He cooks Krabby Patties, bro.
Bro is making barbecue under the water.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a kids' cartoon, but it has more essence, more story.
I don't know.
I'm not knocking you that Tom and Jerry is your favorite
Actually,
cartoon.
that's a good take because SpongeBob is also one of the most watched.
I think I'm gonna hate for that Tom and Jerry take. Just like Mr. Bean, bro. Like I think I love Mr. Bean. It's it's the
Definitely.
most watched, right? But what's the essence? Bro
To
doesn't
make you
even have a
funny.
script. Yeah, but
But
it's
can
only him
can
and
any other actor make you laugh
yeah, for
as
sure.
can Mr. Bean do?
Yeah, for sure, even more. But
Who?
he's very funny. Adam Sandler is very funny, bro.
Yeah, I mean there's a lot.
There's
actually.
a lot of comedic geniuses. Kevin Hart, Dwayne the Rock
No,
Johnson.
I was talking
Dwayne
like
isn't
in the
funny.
movie.
Yeah.
I think in the movie like
I'll say this.
Mr. Bean doesn't speak.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He just
I was about
gonna
to say.
do this one, and you laugh.
He's like
I don't
Bean.
know. He's different.
No, I'm not knocking it, but you know, it's only like entertaining if you're like 4, is what I want to say. You know, and it's
And
universal.
Tommy Jerry and Mr. Bean are actually for like.
But
young
so is
age.
SpongeBob.
Okay,
you
Mr.
know?
Bean is not actually for young, because if you
It
wanna
is.
chill, no, I think I might play one Mr. Bean right now because you know you don't have to think to understand the movie. As we
Yeah.
said in the beginning, if you want to watch Oppenheimer or something,
You need to know
you
a lot
need
of
to
stuff.
sit and watch,
Yeah.
and it's you need to always be focused, you know.
True.
But if you play Mr. Bean, you can, you know, eat popcorns and something
Yeah.
and chill, and
Yeah.
it will make you laugh definitely. Until we are here talking about the laughing and stuff, rush hour movies like 1, 2, 3, 4 with Jackie Chan and what was the name of the other one?
Chris Tucker.
Yeah, definitely Chris Tucker. You for sure know the scene when they go to the Chinese old man, I think, I don't know.
Like the dojo.
Yeah. How it started like, who are you? You. No, not me, you. Yes, I'm you. Just answer the damn question. Like this scene, epic. Definitely.
It was on memes a lot as well, I remember.
Yeah, that's how it became so famous.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
because of the meme. But the whole movie is actually so funny. Definitely worth watching. If you wanna have like a fun night, you're with your friends, definitely play Rush Hour. You won't miss.
For sure. And speaking of like movies, let's move a bit on to series. I like The Punisher a lot, man. For same reasons I like Raphael. Everyone like says who's your favorite hero? You know, like of these heroes who don't exist in real life. Because my actual hero is my father. Shout out to you, Dad. But from these superheroes, I like Punisher, man. Punisher. And that might not be a correct answer. Not because it's not actually my hero. It's because he might be considered an anti-hero. Because you know when you watch Batman,
Yeah.
he doesn't kill people. He like puts them in jail. They get out. He beats them up again. He doesn't kill anyone. But Punisher, he kills them. He savagely murders them, bro. They killed his family. They killed his wife. They killed his two
That's
amazing
dark.
children. Yeah. And the Netflix adaptation is the one that made me such a fan. Jon Bernthal, man. I hope I didn't butcher his surname, but such an amazing actor. And it's such an amazing podcast too, bro. I watched one of your episodes, man. I'm a big fan. So that was an amazing series. Daredevil, 3 seasons on Netflix was pretty insane too. But I like Punisher way more. It's just like my preference.
Yeah.
And there's a quote, I don't want to butcher it, but because, you know, when Batman doesn't kill people, the number of the killers in the world remains the same, at least in Gotham City. But when this guy kills people, one less killer is on the planet because he's already a killer. He already kills people. So he just eliminates the killers from the planet. And in his psyche, he thinks he's doing really great, a really great job because these guys will forever be evil. And his enemies are amazing. And also there's like a crossover episode between Punisher and Daredevil on Netflix, which is pretty insane because Daredevil is this good guy who's a lawyer. He's actually blinded at the age of 9, I believe, but that's why he becomes Daredevil and saves people at night, as most superheroes do. And in the crossover episode, like Punisher takes him by the ropes and just puts him there. And Daredevil like keeps questioning his psyche, like, why are you doing this? And he like tells him to shut up all the time because they don't have a moral high ground above him. He tells them, because you put these scumbags in jail doesn't mean you're doing actual good. You just think you are, just like I am. The Punisher is explaining to all these heroes, essentially, Daredevil was just there to be in the scene, that they're no better than him. And they're all just doing what they think is best for humankind and the world. That's why Punisher is my fave, man.
Actually, I didn't know much about Punisher. That's why I was hearing you without interrupting.
Yeah,
It
thank
sounds like an interesting one. Definitely
Amazing.
worth giving a shot. Right?
For sure, man. Would recommend.
When you said quote, I want to add up another one quote from Joker. If you are good at something, don't do it for free. I was using that quote with my friends when they were ask for favor or something. I kind of wanted to get some money,
Yeah.
but never mind. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we are closing off episode number 3 of the EE podcast. We want to thank you so much for your amazing support on every single social media page. It truly means a lot to us. We're grinding hard and we're gonna move to the top of the mountain. And when we do, we're gonna do it not for the world to see us, but for us to see the world. And that's me out. Peace and love. Ermo, bro. Finish it off, man.
That was actually so good, man.
Thank you, bro.
I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. We gotta finish this in a calm way. I kinda have anger issues with my mic. I have a personal beef with him. As Dini said, you can find us pretty much everywhere on the platforms. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, follow us. You can comment on everything. Thank you so much for watching us and see you in the next one. Peace. That was a
Szakav da gosta i nominacija Dona kaže da was a good one i szakav da gosta to ide na kraja majsira. Mnogo jako.
You can do whatever you want.